like, not hang out with people for that long.
What do you...
Like, if I just had to sit in a room, obviously besides, like, Tanner.
Okay.
But, like, if I had to just, like, sit in a room, and I was still able to, like, keep my phone, keep whatever, and, like, I just... Basically, like, if I was just locked in my room, people would bring me food. I just had no outside interaction.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be fine.
Yeah, no, I think I would be... Like, my big thing is, like, on drama, too. Like, the most interaction I do is, like, if something happens, I'll be like, oh my gosh, did you see this? Or, like, what is this about? And that's probably, like, the only reason I would get out. But other than that, I think I'd be able to do it. Just give me, like, a little cup toy, and I'm good.
Like,
give me some music, give me some cup toys.
Do you remember, I don't know if you saw Kian and JC's, like, box challenge?
Do they do that?
Where they put, like, a bunch of, like, YouTube girls in a box and, like, a bunch of YouTube guys in a box. And they basically had, like, a contest for, like, money of, like, who could stay in it the longest. I think Mariah might have won. For their girls.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Do you think you could do that with, like, your, like, think of, like, your group of friends. Do you think you could do that?
And win?
Yeah. Like, you could outlast your friends in a box.
Maybe. I'm pretty stubborn when it comes to that kind of stuff. I think I could. If there's money on the line and everything. I don't know, it's tough. It's tough, because it's like, I was watching this other guy, he did like a Mr. Beast type video where it was like, you had to do different like gauntlets, and whoever won got like 50k or 100k or whatever. And it was interesting because, like, one of them you had to, like, fight each other, like, box, like a YouTube boxing match or whatever. Another one was you had to, like, base yourself off of who do you think makes more money, and then whoever did that got more power to vote off other people. So it was, like, interesting to see people be like, no, I think I make more than you, come on, go back. Or, like, people be like, yeah, I make the most out of here. How many followers do you have? How many followers do you have? It was really interesting. Don't know where that fits in with your little box thing, but but
you said, actually don't care about your little box thing, but I could do it.
But no, I want to do like one of those like stand inside the circle challenges. Last person to leave the circle, or last person to take their hand off the jet wins it, or something.
I think it would depend who I was with, because like I feel
with your
like
girlies, Marissa.
I could spend
Kate,
time with
Lena,
these people.
Sydney's cousin.
Who?
Kenzie's
cousin.
Sydney's cousin.
Oh, you meant
Sydney's
cousin.
I didn't know her name. So
not Kenzie.
I forgot.
Usually I'm used to people saying Kenzie's cousin, and I'm like, oh, Sydney.
Sydney's cousin.
Sydney's cousin.
No, that's good. Oh, do you want me to tell you about my date now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Alright, so gotta preference this and say, actually I don't have to preference this, but it was with Catgirl again.
Why?
Part 2 of Catgirl.
That was your fault then.
No. Okay, so what happened was this past weekend, it was like a month we didn't talk or whatever since the thing.
Which, did you guys even text that night or no?
What night? I got home.
Like, did you text her, like...
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't. And then...
So who reached out first?
She did. And then, so... if you guys
girls are not up.
if you guys forgot about the story or need a refresher, haven't heard it at all, go back to the, what was it, Club 33?
Yeah.
Club 33 episode, and we'll explain it all there. But she texted me over the weekend, and she's like, hey, like, I want to see you. Are you free or something like that? And I was like, I'm not free this weekend. I was hanging out with some friends. I was like, maybe like Sunday or Monday, whatever. And she's like, okay. Thought that would satisfy her? No. I didn't even hit her up Sunday or Monday because I was like, I'm not going to do this. And then Tuesday was my birthday, so I was like, I'm not going to do that. And then yesterday, she hit me up again, and she was like, hey, like, you want to come over? And I was like, you know what? I'll give her a second chance, whatever. So I took my Zyrtex before I went.
Okay, you at least you were prepared this time.
I was very prepared this time. And so I knew it was going to happen. I took like 2 Zyrtex, went in. By the way, I'm fine. I would be dying right now if I I didn't take the Zyrtex.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm good. And, you know, I went over last night. We did some stuff. I'm not going to say on the podcast.
Not going to expose her like that? Damn. A gentleman.
But I will say I think that's the end of it because she... I hate saying this about girls.
I
hate saying this about girls because, like, I love to give everyone a chance. I love to, like, you know, I like to have people feel special, even though, like, you know.
They're
whatever.
not?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to finish that one.
But she was kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. That's my first person I've ever met. Or, like, girl that, like...
Okay, because I'm crazy. But, like, crazy
No, like, clingy crazy.
Oh.
And the thing about it was, I thought I was clingy.
But, you can't be clingy to someone you don't know.
Exactly.
Like, you can be clingy to your significant other.
Yeah.
On some level, a little bit of you should be kind of like...
Yeah.
I'm out with my friends, but, like, low-key, I'm ready to cuddle up. But, like, you just off-jump, be like, haven't spoken to this man
in a month.
But also, he's about to be my baby daddy.
Like, it was just, like, because usually, like, I'll, like, text a girl, like, once a day or whatever, like that, and be like, hey, what's up, you know, whatever. And I'm like, oh, maybe, like, obviously, like, I'll text you when I text you, but, like, I'm not up for those games where it's like, well, it's only been an hour.
Yeah.
You know, I think we've talked about that. But, like, there's parts of me where I'm like, I think I'm clingy. Nah, I look like a saint compared to what she, like, her, like, it was bad. Like, I got there, we were talking, whatever, and then, like, we went into it, and then, like, after, she was like, stay, whatever, like, spend the night. I'm like, no, like, I gotta leave. And she's like, no, stay. I'm like, no, I gotta go. I'm like, or what? I'm like, no, I gotta go. Like, I got, like, class tomorrow. I cannot stay. She's like, why? Like, she was just, like, mean, though. Like, why? Like, why the can you stay? Like, all that kind of stuff.
Well, did you sleep?
What?
Did you, like, sleep with her?
Previously? Or...
No. No, because maybe she took it that you were trying to, like, pump and dump. Like, dip.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe she was like, what an asshole.
Maybe,
but, like,
but, like,
also...
that's okay, but she literally took my fucking keys.
No, she didn't.
She took my keys!
No, she didn't. I'd get violent. Because also, though, like, I feel like if you're on the same page... Because, like, I've been on that... Where you're just kind of, like... I feel like it should be kind of like an understanding the second time you meet someone, if you haven't spoken in a month, that after you're done, you're just done. Everyone goes home, no one talks again, you tell your friends in the group chat, you have a good laugh, that's it. Never talked about it again.
That's what I thought. I thought we were going to have a good laugh. I shared it on the podcast once, I'm like, haha, it's over, got really sick.
Maybe she heard the podcast and she goes, I'm going to kidnap him, I'm going to get their ransom.
I don't want to say I felt threatened, or I don't want to say I felt like... I literally felt trapped, though. I'm not going to lie. I genuinely felt trapped.
That's scary.
No, it was. And that was, like, the first person I've ever met that was like that kind of thing.
And also, you're a guy that's not, like, That's not... Like, girls, when they go on dates, like, that can happen. Like, you feel trapped by the guy because... But, like, that's not like, a common theme. Vice versa.
Which is crazy, because I never thought I'd be in a position like that.
Because honestly, girls are crazy.
Like,
they can be cuckoo bananas.
You know what? I hate to say this. I literally hate to say this, because I've met girls that are like this, that are way, like, nicer, I guess. But, like, I really have to pinpoint it on the spirituality, if that's a word, of her. Like, she's that one girl where she had, like, a bunch of, like,
crystals. She's a crystal girly.
Yeah, and, like, I was just like, man, like...
Oh, she's gonna hate Aries men
from
here on out.
I'm literally about to get hexed. I'm about to get hexed. And, like, if I get in a car crash on the way home, you know what happened.
You know who did it.
There's probably a hex all in my car somewhere.
Well, because what did you... Because I feel like if someone, like, took my keys and was like, I'm not giving them back to you, I would be like, okay, when I tell you, anybody that I know had my location, I would text them and be like, hey, can you come to my location?
I'm happy that I didn't give her my location. Like, at all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why would you have given her
no,
location?
like, okay, because she sent me her location to, like, go to her house. Or whatever. And then she was like, oh, where you're at? Where are you at? And, like, okay. I'm glad I didn't, like, send, like, a...
Okay, I hate to tell you, that was the red flag that you should have stopped at.
Wait a minute.
She was trying to get you guys to share each other's locations very early on.
Oh.
She wasn't trying to follow you to get there.
What do you mean?
Like, I wouldn't ask for somebody's... Like, if I sent someone my location... of, like, this is, like, my dropped point, or, like, my dropped pin, though. I wouldn't share my location with them. I would just drop a pin of where I'm at. And then I wouldn't ask them for it in return.
Well, it's not like a share... That's what she did. She dropped, like, a pin.
Oh, okay.
Is that not the... I thought that was, like, like
I thought she meant that she, like, shared her location, like... You know, how I have your location. Like, I can see where you're at. Like,
location? Just kidding.
And that she, like, turned around... and asked you, like, well, can I have your location? I'm like, that should have been the red flag.
Oh, yeah,
that she asked for your location.
I think it was just drop the pin. Now that you clarified it.
Okay, good. Because I was like, yeah, no.
But, like, I'm glad I didn't do that. Which, I don't know, in, like, a situation I would have. But, like, I'm glad I didn't.
No, because, again...
I literally thought, like, it was to the point where I literally thought she was going to follow me when I left. That's...
How old is she? Your age?
22.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like she's like 18 or 19.
No.
I don't...
Literally, I genuinely felt scared.
And she probably texted her friend, I hate Aries men. They're the worst.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm glad I can leave an impression on someone like that. But, like... I don't think I've ever been in a situation where a guy has just, like, taken my keys or something, or has told me, like, I couldn't go. Because I feel like I'd be like, you're either letting me go or you're getting stabbed. Like, those are your options. You can either go out on the end of this knife or open the door. Like, your choice.
Your fucking choice is correct.
Yeah, no, that was just, like, that was kind of, like, my breaking point. Like, I never thought I would meet someone like that until I did. And it just really, like, I don't know, like, how do I say it? Like, I really don't want to date right now because of that. No. I don't want to mess around with anyone. Like, I literally don't want to talk to a single person, relationship-wise, or just, like, a kind of friends with benefits thing. That literally just turned me off to the max. I'm like,
because the issue is that a lot of people get attached very, like, there are some people that I feel like...
I think that's what happened. She got attached.
Really
quickly.
Talked to this guy. I didn't even actually meet him in person.
Mm-hmm.
I had only been texting him for a week between me matching with him on Tinder and then, like, giving him my Snapchat or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we FaceTimed before we were supposed to go out on, like, a date. And he was telling me, oh, well, when we officially start dating, you're not allowed to have guy friends.
Mm-hmm.
I said, that's crazy.
That's
crazy. That's wild. And then he was like, yeah, and, like, we'll have to talk about it, but, you know, you'll have to, like, stay home and, like, tend to the household. I said, oh. So, like, when the date came around, I was like...
1900 on the
No,
dot.
literally. I texted him, like, that morning, and I was like, hey, after some consideration, I just don't think this is right. Like, you know...
I'll just blog.
And I was like, you know, vibes are off, basically. And he was like, you know, you're a fucking bitch anyway. Like, I was gonna come pick you up and see, you know, what I could do for you. But never mind, because you're a bitch anyway. And all this stuff. And I was like, right. I'm so glad you don't know where I live. I want to end up as a statistic. Like, you are... And then I will say, my bad, he added me on, like, Instagram or something. He followed me on Instagram, and I followed him back.
Mm-hmm.
3 months later...
Does he still follow you?
Well, 3 months later, he posted that he just got engaged.
So did that girl.
I said, either they both are cuckoo bananas, or damn.
Yeah. I don't know.
Some people just be crazy.
No, literally, some people just be crazy. I could never, like, do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, like, there's a part of me that just started being, like, rude. Not rude to her, but, like, she would, like, play a song.
How tall is she? Like, could you have taken her?
5'6", maybe. Yeah. I mean, she wasn't taller than me.
Oh. Okay. Well, she could have taken her. If she
I
charged at
definitely
you with,
could.
like, a knife or something.
Well, I don't know, maybe. I don't know.
Damn.
I think I could have. My brain says I could have. My physical capabilities probably say I can't. I might have got cut up a little bit, you know?
Right. I feel like with girls like that, you just kind of have to be like, sorry, I have an early work day.
That's what I tried to do.
Block.
Well, okay, so for the end of it, I guess, is I forgot where I was going with this. But if she messes me again, I'm blocking. Like, I should block right now, but like, she's gonna say something wild, and it's gonna be like, what the fuck, you know, kind of thing. And I'm gonna have to be like, yeah, no, you're done. But I think she definitely got attached way too fast, and I don't know. I think the sad part about it, seeing it like firsthand, I literally just think she's lonely.
Okay.
You know, and that's why. And like I showed her attention, kind of thing, and that's how she acted, kind of thing. And I was just like, yeah, no. So maybe I just shouldn't give people chances anymore. Maybe I just...
No, girls like more when you just treat them like absolute dog
apparently.
shit, and then they're into that.
No, apparently. So, you know, that's what I'm going to do next. Start to the next girl.
I was going to say, most women are into the guy treating them like garbage until they realize that it's not fun and cute anymore, and then they stop putting up with it.
So, I mean, I think that's pretty much the end. I'm just waiting for her to text me and say something crazy, and I'm just going to be like...
I hope she just sends you, like, this podcast episode and nothing else.
I hope.
Like, just the link.
No, I'd be like, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Kisses.
Make sure you follow.
No, really. Use code boosnbays for 10% off.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Boosnbays podcast. I'm your host, Jace. This is Madison. It's been a while, Madison.
Yeah.
After that long story, 18 minutes in, we're just talking now. Yeah, it's been a while. We took a week off, but we're back. We're better than ever. A lot of y'all, we've been getting some downloads throughout our absence, which is
awesome.
It's like amazing.
Yeah.
Never like on some like older episodes too, which I'm very like happy about. But usually I wouldn't ask for this because like I just don't like doing it for the gains like that. But a lot of people don't follow the Spotify.
Oh,
boosnbays.
Yeah. To get notified.
Listening. Yeah, they're listening. So you know.
I guess
you guys better follow.
If you guys could follow, that would be swell. So you're notified when we post.
That'd be great. But what are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about cryptids.
Cryptids.
Which they're basically, how I described it to someone earlier is it's basically like urban legends, but like the main characters of all of the urban legends.
So like different regions have different like...
Yeah, so like today we're going to be talking about like Mothman. How'd you pronounce it when I asked you about it earlier?
The Thunderbird?
No, not the Thunderbird. The
Wendigo?
Thunderbird will get its time in the sun. The Wendigo?
Yeah.
Wendigo, yeah.
Okay.
Like indigo.
Those are pretty interesting.
Well, with Mothman, they originated in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, which actually, fun fact, also in this region of West Virginia, you could also call back to our Bell Witch episode.
Bro, anything flies in West Virginia.
No, everything does. And Bigfoot and the Yeti. So, really, West Virginia is apparently our creme de la creme. That is our cream of the crop.
It's right next to Ohio, so that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe.
It's near Ohio, I should say.
I believe you.
Thanks.
So it was originated there, and it started November 15, 1966, when Roger and Linda Scarberry and Steve and Mary Mallet were driving on Route 62 near the National Guard Armory building when they saw a tall, like, man-like figure that basically, like, rose out of nowhere and had, like, helicopter arms is what it was described. But yes. But apparently also very clumsy. Like basically a 6 to 7 feet tall, clumsy, helicopter armed man.
Nah, he's just drunk. That's a regular dude. He's just drunk.
Really?
That's your average.
That's your average Joe.
West Virginian.
And he, like.
Sorry for any like West Virginians.
No,
out
really.
there.
I don't actually know anybody from West Virginia.
I think I do, but I don't know. If they're from Virginia or West Virginia.
Shout them out. Ask them if they are.
No. Continue.
But, basically after that, they were upset. They were like, oh no, we're getting stalked basically by this moth creature. And they accused Mothman of, like, lurking, chasing cars, stealing people's dogs. Like, there was this one guy named Roger who he made an account that he saw Mothman, like, pick up his dog in the yard or whatever.
Wait, with, like, his hands or his, like, talon feet? I'm assuming he has talon feet.
Yeah, because I think, like, he himself, like, he only I don't know if Mothman has arms. Or if it's just, like wings.
Feet and wings.
Oh, that would look silly.
I think that's how it is, though.
Feet and wings? Let me Google it.
Honestly, I've seen pictures of Mothman. They've had a statue of him where he looks like a fly with arms. He looks like a straight-up owl.
Okay.
Another one where he doesn't even look like a moth at all, just like what you described, where it's just like wings and feet kind of thing.
Okay, yeah. Because, like...
So I don't know why they'd call him Mothman, and not like Owlman or something. I don't know if that's trademarked by a superhero.
I think it's because when they saw Mothman, he had, like, red beady eyes.
Do moths have red beady eyes?
I guess. Like, I guess he looked more like what they imagined a moth to look like. But it also looks like he has arms.
By the way,
they were kind of furry.
If we don't do a good job describing what these cryptids look like, or like how they interact with people, look up lost tapes at like 12 o'clock at night while you're in bed. Just put on some lost tapes from Animal Planet. You will be pooping your pants by the end of it. Let me just tell you, you'll have nightmares. You will.
Is it on Disney Plus?
No, I think it's.
I thought Animal Planet was Disney.
I think that's or like
Natural History.
Just look it up on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
Look up Lost Tapes Mothman on YouTube. Look at the whole video when it's dark out, when you're alone in bed, about to go to sleep, to get the full experience.
Are you Mothman?
It could be, honestly. I don't know what I am anymore.
You said it. All I'm saying is, haven't seen Jace and Mothman in the same room.
Actually, we have to go.
I just see you fly across the parking lot, like, damn. He was kind of a big deal for basically a year until the collapse of the Silver Bridge in December 1967, and then nobody talked about him until 2019 in Chicago. They made up like a Chicago Mothman.
Nah, that's a superhero.
Well, hopefully.
I just don't understand, like, I don't know. I don't want to discredit anyone.
And also, why do all these cryptids, like, fly?
That's a good question.
Like Thunderbird 2.
Well, Thunderbird's an aerial
You said, shout it out.
Thunder in the sky.
That's why.
Bird in the sky.
Well, actually, that's why he got his name. Because he was the source of the storms, according to some tribes. And he was vulture-like at a 70-foot wingspan. And apparently he was to warn them that the storms were coming.
They also believe in sacrifices too. So,
Well, sometimes they're right, sometimes they're right.
They have to sacrifice someone for their crops to grow. So let's
Do you think you would be sacrificed
I
if you were
probably
like in
would
a
be the
group?
first person to be sacrificed.
Same, and I think it's because I'm useless. Like, I don't really like. They're not going to be like, she'll be like the scientist of the tribe. Like, I'm not going to
sacrifice, be. But like, then the God would be like, nah, I don't want her.
No. Oh, well, because do they have to sacrifice? Because what if it's like they sacrifice someone who kind of sucks? Is it? Like,
I think that's kind of like an insult to the God, though. Would it not? Like, if you're like,
okay,
hey, we need to sacrifice somebody, we're going to give you the dumbest motherfucker here.
Okay, so then, let me rephrase this then. Do you think you would still be sacrificed if they wanted, like, the elite?
No.
Okay.
I'd be creme de la crop. I'd be the best.
Would you be the sacrificial of any group?
Probably the most smooth brain. Yeah. That's the one if the guy wanted a smooth fucking brain.
No, I feel like they would sacrifice me, and the God would be like, respectfully, she's dumb as a bag of rocks.
Thanks for nothing.
No, literally, you didn't give us brains, beauty, nothing. Thank you. Compassion.
He actually gave us anxiety.
No, really. They do have a festival for Mothman every year. I would be interested in going.
It's like how we have the state fair.
Yeah, it's literally like the Mothman Festival. I think in Chicago.
We should go.
Maybe we should go.
And vlog it.
But I don't.
Then
honestly,
might as well hit the Bell Witch over there. And then we're right next to Connecticut too, so we might as well just drive up to the Conjuring House.
Could go to the Conjuring House.
I want to go there so bad. Oh my gosh.
I want to stay there.
Okay. I'll get the hotel.
You're not gonna stay?
No, I would stay 100%.
I feel like I would stay, but I would definitely be like, I would have to have free reign if I wanted to go.
You don't get that.
I can't leave?
Oh, you could, but the ghost would probably lock you inside. The ghost would lock you in the basement. Legit videos have been on the website, or on the website, but on like YouTube and all that, where like the door, like someone goes down in the basement, and then they try to come back up, and the door's locked.
I would send you down first, and then like
Thanks.
I'd be able to open the door in case you get stuck.
You know how moms get like that mom strength when their child's in danger?
Mm-hmm.
If that happened to me, I'd get some type of Jace strength where I'd be able to just pick the door up off the hinges and launch it.
See, I couldn't go down to the basement because I will pass out. That'll be it. There will be no strength. There's gonna be no like I overcome something to get through the door. I would probably just have a panic attack and pass out.
We should test that.
Okay.
That's easy.
That was fine.
Alright, cool.
I can strap like a GoPro.
You just see the GoPro just.
It's fine.
Oh, I think a ghost pushed her. Nah,
she's just dead.
Okay, well.
But, so that's the Mothman. Do you think Mothman exists?
Do I think Mothman exists?
Yeah.
No. But it's interesting to think about because, like, I want him to exist.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I want there to be a Mothman. I don't want to encounter him, but, like, I want someone to experience another Mothman here in 2023.
I feel like Mothman's realistic, though.
But what kind of Mothman? Like, arms and legs, or, like, just legs and then, like, wings?
Arms, legs, and wings.
Oh, so he can just grab you. Just take you.
Yeah. Well, because the Mothman I looked up, all of them had arms. But I feel
Except for the shadow one with the red eyes.
Yeah, but, like, I feel like...
That one actually kind of looks like a dumbass. If I saw that, I would kind of
looks like
laugh.
a bowling pin.
Yeah, I would probably laugh if I came across one of those.
That's the thing. I feel like Mothman is actually not scary. Because he's
terrifying. Go watch those lost tapes, like I said.
Because he doesn't, like, fight anybody.
He'll take your dog, though.
He just took your dog. Okay, but to be fair, I know somebody who lost their pet rabbit to a hawk.
Yeah, but that's... maybe... You know what? The way you describe the Thunderbird, maybe the Mothman and Thunderbird are the same thing. People are just...
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, because... But the Thunderbird is vulture-like and abducts animals and small children.
Are we talking about the Thunderbird now? Are we done with Mothman?
Well, the Thunderbird, that was pretty much what I said earlier. That was pretty much all I could find about him. They just say that he'd be taking animals and children.
Do we know what Thunderbird looks like? Does it? You said it looks
It
like a vulture.
Yeah, it literally looks like a vulture, but it has a 70-foot wingspan.
I don't know why I thought it looked like a pterodactyl.
Which I wonder if it was like when the crack of the like lightning happened after the thunder, maybe it looked like a bird to them.
Madison, I apologize. That was one of those moments.
I figured. There was like halfway through, I was like, and he's gone. He said, no thoughts, smooth lizard brain.
Oh, man. Also, for the Thunderbird, I'm pretty sure they have another Lost Tapes episode, so watch that, too.
Is Lost Tapes just like all like
Cryptids, yeah.
I love cryptids.
They have, the scariest one is I know we're not talking about this one, but it's the, cave demons, I think. So, basically, what Lost Tapes does is they, like, tell you the lore, and they have, like, experts that come in and, like, start talking about them and everything, but they'll also have, like, a story connected to it. So, like, for instance, with the Thunderbird one, I think it was, like, these kids were, on their, camcorders, they were videotaping, like skating tricks. They were going to like an abandoned skate park and skating and everything in the forest, and they're doing it on their camcorder. And then the Thunderbird comes and just comes really close. And they're like, "Oh my god, what is that? What is that?" They're keeping it a little PG because it's Animal Planet. And then it looks like a shaky like little thing, and you see like the Thunderbird come down and like take one or whatever, and like so they add like a little story, but it looks real. Like someone actually like documented it. But there's one called the Cave Demons, I think, and that one was the scariest one by far because it was based on like the war, like the Afghanistan war, I guess that's how you would say it. But it followed like these U.S. soldiers that went into this cave to like seek out to like go rescue someone, like one of their teammates or something like that, and just like. They were going in this cave, and just one by one, they started getting picked off by these little, like, demon things. Like, these flying little, like, monkey things. And, just by the end, like, no one was left. Like, it was pretty...
terrifying.
It was pretty freaky. And people were talking about, like, the cave demons in, like, the Middle East, all that kind of stuff. They have, like, the Dover demon, the Jersey devil, just, like, the Mothman.
They also have... Because I looked up, because it was, most popular cryptid for every state. Florida's on that website.
Skunk
ape?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's like Bigfoot. It's Florida's version of Bigfoot.
That's silly.
Yeah, Florida's not really original.
I feel like they have, 8 versions of Bigfoot.
They do.
You're telling me you've seen nothing else in the wild?
See,
I feel like they're just bears.
At the same time, I think... that's why I feel like the Bigfoots are real, because there's so many, knockoffs of it. You know what I'm saying?
See, I think, again, it's just a bear that people are just mistaking.
I think he's just orangutan.
That too, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe just a very large, hairy man, too.
No, really. And it's his family members around the globe.
Or if I look like Bigfoot, I'd be profiting.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd be a millionaire right now.
I'd be doing commercials, movies.
I'd be in the...
birthday parties, whatever.
The beef jerky commercials. I'd be that guy. I'd be him. So yeah, Lost Tapes, I'd recommend it. They're kind of cheesy, but they're kind of scary. Actually, really scary.
They have one about the
everything.
Wendigo.
Oh, maybe. Why don't you just tell us about so Thunderbird, kids got taken, and animals.
Yeah.
Correct.
So then, the Wendigo has a little bit more information about it. Started in the Algonquin.
Oh, it's in Canada.
Yeah. And then it moved kind of to the USA situation. But what they originally, said was that it was a winter cannibal monster, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Wendigo they only saw them during winter. They were human-like. Well, originally, there's been a couple versions of them, but the original versions of them were human-like, but they had like, they were super, like, hollow and skinny, and they had a frostbitten face and look to them, like, with their fingers, and, like, they were just frightening looking. And they used to say they basically personified, like, ice and death. Since then, they have changed the appearance that now they are, like, they basically look all human, but with antlers.
Okay. Okay, so I have something to go off of that. So, in, like, the Supernatural version, if you guys have ever seen Supernatural, they fought a Wendigo in the first episode, I believe.
Yeah.
And, like, there's a game called Until Dawn, where you have to, like, make choices and everything, and they fight Wendigos as well, or they try to, like, escape Wendigos. And they have that, like, persona of being, like, really pale, tall, skinny, like, whatever. But there's a movie called The Ritual, and that is based in, like, Norway or some, like, Scandinavian country, and apparently a Wendigo in those countries is like that antler kind of, like, in the movie it's like it has antlers and it's like a big deer looking thing. And so it's cool to, like, see, like, how different cultures kind of, like, interpret the Wendigo,
because I think that they see it,
and they see it more like a god
in some
in some areas, and just as, like, a creature in others.
Because I think, like, in, like, North America, they kind of view it as, like, a Yeti type situation, where it's like, if you see it, it's scary. Because they also think that, like, the Wendigo, like, eats people, and that when possessed by the Wendigo, that, like, your heart and spine will be encased in ice. The only cure for it in some cultures, they believe, is either pouring hot bear fat down your throat, because they think that's where it, like, lives, or death. Which, December 1897...
I thought you were going to say 2018. I was like, what?
No, December 1897,
like, okay.
A Native American woman got typhoid, and her husband thought that she was turning into a Wendigo,
okay,
and broke her neck and killed her, and then was
good,
arrested for murder.
Release him. He ain't do nothing.
No, he was just trying to be safe. And then, like, another instance is, like, in 1897 in Alberta, a Cree man, his name was Swift Runner, was
his actual
acting,
birth name?
I guess,
Runner.
was acting super weird, and, like, he went away on a trip, came back, acting very bizarre, acting weird around town. He said that, like, it was a really harsh winter. After a couple weeks, he reappeared, and he said that his family died. And it was, like, his wife, his brother, his mom, and his 6 kids. And he said that they all died from a famine, even though he looked well-fed, apparently. And then it came out, the police went to his house and found remains of all of them and their bones. And he basically said that, like, it inhabited him, and he ate them.
So, so that's another thing that they say, is that if you commit, like, cannibalism, you turn in, like, that, to, like, become a Wendigo, like, it's not like a virus where it, like, infects you, apparently. I think, don't quote me on this, but if you eat someone else, that, like, puts the Wendigo in you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that makes you become the Wendigo if you, like, eat other people. Like, yeah, just other people. And so then that's what happens, and you become a Wendigo, and then you start eating people, and then they turn into Wendigos, and, like, you know, it just kind of hops around kind of thing. But I did hear that where, like, it starts from cannibalism if you eat people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which, crazy, also, because...
Wow, cray. You know?
Cray. Just because I think it's not funny, but he was just like, yep, family died. Hate it. And they said... No, really, though. And they said, little weird. Not gonna lie, little weird. How are you still alive? And he said, I don't know. Even though he was making himself some man-flesh sandwiches in the meantime, but, I feel like I don't know, I feel like it could exist.
The Wendigo?
Yeah.
In the very
Because
secluded part of Algonquin?
Only because I feel like it's more like it's more because like they also said that there's some cultures that it's more of like a culture bound like psychology thing that they think that they are like turning into the Wendigo kind of thing. So I feel like
Oh, so you think it's all in their head kind of thing?
not necessarily, but I do think that maybe they think that they are. You know?
I think so. I think it's also there's another way I saw the Wendigo, like a different like culture's Wendigo.
Yeah.
I forgot what it looked like and everything, but it was just like a scary monster. I'm pretty sure like Arizona has like a Wendigo kind of thing. It looks more like a werewolf.
I think a lot of
Not a blank.
states have it. Huh?
Not a blank. We can't say that name because we don't want to get too political.
Yeah.
But like that's what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
And like Arizona, New Mexico, and Colorado, like those types of places. I think that's their Wendigo kind of thing almost.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be, and then like in North America, especially like of like, you know, like the Canada part, like cold area, it's probably gonna. It's kind of like I guess probably like Bigfoot and Yeti. That like the interpretation of it is either a little.
Either way, I don't want
either
to one.
A little colder or a little more seasoned. You know.
Seasoned.
Yeah, like a little more seasoned.
Zesty.
Warm. Zesty warm.
Mm-mm. Yeah. I don't know.
But I am.
Spit it out. What are you trying to say?
Well, I'm pretty much done, I guess, with
okay.
my cryptid segment. So, thank you guys.
Wait, I found the lost tapes.
Oh, okay.
So it starts in January 6th of 2009. Season 1 has Swamp Creature, Monster of Monterey, Swamp Monster, the Chupacabra.
Oh, I would like to do about the Chupacabra.
The Oklahoma Octopus.
The Oklahoma Octopus?
Mm-hmm. Devil Dragon, Bigfoot, a Death Raptor, Cave Demons, and Mothman.
What is this on?
Lost Tapes.
On, like, where do you watch it?
Oh.
That's not YouTube.
Fubo, Discovery Plus.
Fubo?
Amazon Prime with a subscription, Apple TV.
I have Amazon Prime.
$1.99, Sling TV. Yeah. Season 2 has Lizard Man, Vampire, Southern Sasquatch, Werewolf, Death Crawler, White River Monster, Jersey Devil, Aliens, Bear Lake Monster, and then Dover Demon.
Damn.
And then season 3, the last and final season, has Zombies, the Kraken, Strigoi, I'm not sure what that is, Poltergeist, Devil Monkey, Yeti, Wendigo, the American Cannibal, like we just talked about. So our information isn't off. Serpent God, Beast of Bray Road, and then the Reptilian.
So are Lost Tapes like a fiction? They basically are like what they think an attack would look like from those creatures.
Yeah, they're saying like what it'd be like to experience one.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It is, but it shouldn't have been on Animal Planet. Like mixed with like you can go from literally watching like Steve Irwin to like Lost Tapes.
I was gonna say like it's more of like a creepypasta, like late night Reddit thread.
That's when they come on. They come on at like past 12.
Yeah.
But you literally go from watching like elephants in the safari to like Lost Tapes, and then once you saw that like
from Meerkat Manor,
you literally you see the intro. The intro's like spooky, and you're like, all right, it's getting
it's
late.
like Lost Tapes up until like 6 a.m, and then 6 a.m. it's like here at Meerkat Manor, we.
That's all right. No, it'll definitely freak you out. Also, when you're listening to me rant about all the episodes and their names, if you want to see us talk about one of them, leave it in the comments of this. If you're on Spotify, leave it in the reply section. If you're not on Spotify,
why?
Oh yeah, why? But also just DM us on TikTok or Instagram or anything.
Or comment on any of them. Like Instagram or TikTok.
Oh, yeah, that too. It doesn't really matter. I don't know. Do what you want, honestly.
Just talk to us, I guess.
Talk to... Ooh, I don't want to talk to Madison anymore, so can someone else...
So, can someone else jump in?
We will reply.
No, really. But... Thank you so much for listening. Make sure...
Our regularly scheduled program.
Every Friday. Remember, guys? Every Friday at 7. Make sure to subscribe to us on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. And we will talk to you next time. Bye.